1970s Plumb Pak washing machine standpipe. This standpipe is made out of PVC, and it's still in its original packaging. And you can see it shows how the washing machine standpipe would be used. So the washing machine hose would just go inside of it. Washing machine drain connection for connection to Internet Schedule 40. Back when this was made, Schedule 40 was actually beige or gray. White PVC wasn't too common yet. NSF, and this is a newer NSF that's in capital letters. They started using this in the early 70s. And up top there's nothing besides the area would be hung. And then that's the old Plumb Pak logo. And then this is where the price would be written down. And there's installation instructions on back. So see here there are instructions. And this is for solvent weld connection. So it shows PVC pipe coming out of the wall and then the standpipe glued onto it. There are all the instructions. And then this one shows a cast brass elbow screwed onto a galvanized pipe, and there are instructions for that also. Let's see, it has all the information. Made in the USA. A lot of tubular parts nowadays are made in China, but the PVC fittings are still made in the US. So this one is still in its packaging, but I took another one out of the packaging so I could show it to you. And you can see this is built out of all sorts of different parts. This is tubular PVC that was glued into a J-bend that has no threads on one end. And under this nut is some sort of flanged piece that was glued into a tubular slip joint elbow that was missing threads on one side and had a trap adapter glued on one end. Back when this piece was made, they made these trap adapters that could actually be glued onto the tubular pipe and the PVC Schedule 40 coming out of the wall. And you can see this is all PVC except for this nut, which is actually made out of ABS. It looks like PVC, but it has a texture and says ABS. Now you can see there's all sorts of information on here. So, 1.5" outer diameter PVC tubular, and it just repeats on the whole thing. It's kind of hard to see, but it says NSF tubular. That's the older way that they put NSF. It's not in capital letters, and the S is larger. ASTM, other side is the exact same. You can see there's a glue joint, and this is not going to come apart. I wonder if they used primer when they glued this, because back then not many people used primer. And then this is a close-up of the elbow. So it says NSF tubular and pretty much the same information that was on this. You can see there's a glue on the inside. That pretty much shows how these are made back then. Now, they're a lot different nowadays. Nowadays, this isn't glued. They put another nut on here so you could take this out. This part isn't like a long, smooth sweep. It's actually stubby on this end. And this one is actually two pieces. Nowadays, this is one solid piece and then the nut is another solid piece. So it's only two pieces instead of four. Now how this would have worked is you would have had beige or gray PVC coming out of the wall. You would have taken your elbow, applied primer and glue to both ends, push, twist, you would have held it down like that. After 10 seconds, you would have taken your standpipe and you would have screwed this nut down to lock this in place. Then after you've done that, you would take your washing machine hose, stick it in here, and it would just kind of hold in place with a few zip ties or with gravity. Now a lot of times back then, the washing machine hoses were a lot larger, so I wonder how somebody would have fit that into here. I wonder if anybody took an old-fashioned fern co and clamped it down directly to this, because some of the hoses would have been exactly the same size as this.